Hello everybody, Blue Dooley here, and I don't have any work today. Nobody wants their trusses, so since I'm home and it's currently snowing outside, I figured we'd check out the new Kansas DLC. Of course, as you can see on the screen, we are in the Mack Superliner. Absolutely gorgeous truck. And let me share out a couple of links here, and we'll get started. I also got the new equipment DLC. All right. Come on, update the thing. You said I'm live. Say been live for 51 seconds. Do it this way. Apparently it didn't want to do it the other way. Do it this way. All right. Come on, scroll down. Yesterday I had 3 loads to haul. Today, nothing. So here I am at home. Oops. No, I don't want that. Oh, Facebook. All right, yeah, then we got that posted. So we're starting off with some industrial pallets. Let's close that window, and then we'll get in the game and we'll check our audio. So I got some industrial pallets loaded up and going from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Dodge City, Kansas. I couldn't find any of the new actual new loads to take. So we got these really big pallets, which I haven't hauled before, so they might actually be new. They're at least properly strapped. They're not properly flagged or signed, but they're at least properly strapped. Hope everyone had a pretty good week. Mine was fairly eventful because I had some problems on Wednesday. Had to get up a really steep driveway. I was covered in snow, so I had my tire chains on. Because of how heavy the load was and how steep the driveway was, I ended up snapping some links on the tire chains. And one of those broken links decided it needed to take out one of the air cans for the brakes, which meant I really couldn't go anywhere until the mechanic came and brought me a new brake. And nobody had any, so I had to limp it from where I was back to Jerome. Probably have our lights on for safety, since it's raining. But, so that made for kind of a long, frustrating day. But yesterday and Monday went pretty smoothly, so can't really complain about that. And as I said, we tried to get a bunch done over the week since it's the end of the month, and the boss called or texted me As I was coming back from Haley yesterday, and he's like, "We don't have anything." So I said, "Well, I'll stay home since I knew it was supposed to snow." So which way does the map have us going? Okay, we're going to cross from Tulsa. We're going up 35, it looks like. Wichita, over to Dodge City. I think we might actually. We might head up 75 instead. Or we could head up 44 over to 69 and take 400 all the way across. You know what? We'll just follow the route for now. We'll just follow the route. But it's not snowing very heavy, so it's not like I couldn't actually went into work and did something, but I need to get some more snowplow video done. So I'm kind of waiting for it to, the wind to calm down a little bit. So I thought, oh, I'll stream for a little bit and we'll kind of run this yellow light. But I do a little streaming. We check out Kansas. And hopefully when we get to Dodge City we can find one of the new cargoes. I should be polite and not block that, but the light changed. I was trying to be nice. Let's see here, is this one of the lights that turn arrow after it goes red? Got an email. And I kind of blew this turn. What the heck? I'm excited for the new equipment pack. They added a lot more farm equipment to the game to haul. And since, you know, farm machinery is kind of a big thing where I'm at, I just like hauling equipment. Don't mind me. I'm not texting and driving, I'm trying to open a wrapper and drive. 44. Right? No. As we nearly sideswipe a cop. Are you going to speed up at all, or are you just going to be an annoyance? Of course, unfortunately, as with all World of Trucks contracts, we're stuck doing 65. Careful, get rained on all day. Should have maybe went in that other lane. Yeah, we made it. We're fine. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. It's not even the first wide load I've tried to take through a really narrow passageway like that. And that's even including real life. Yeah, there will be some more snowplow video this weekend coming out. This looks like a little drier snow, so the plow should have a little better time pushing it. And someone who watched one of my video on the snowplow recommended getting a glitch buster put on the snowplow to help with the light bar function. And I thought that was a good idea, so I got a couple of those. And all a glitch buster is just a capacitor you can plug into the receiver that kind of feeds the receiver power. If you have like a lot of hard torque servos or something else that draws a lot of power, maybe browns out the receiver. So of course, after I ordered them, I also thought, well, maybe I didn't have the BEC set right in the Fusion. So I checked it, and it is set at 7.4 volts, and the light bar was working. So I don't know. But they weren't terribly expensive. I got a pair of them for like 14 bucks. So I got a couple of open channels still on the radio, so I can plug that in there. And hopefully that'll smooth it out a little bit. Because I also do need to get a little stouter servo for that to angle the plow. And we are all on all new roads. I think we're still in Oklahoma. Yeah, state line 11 miles. That'll be nice to have all the functions on the plow working, and I still need to fix the one LED on the dump box. Wow, Kansas is going to let us bypass the way station. Cool. And here we are. We are in Kansas. It's actually a nice looking way station. I don't know if I have a turn pass or not, so we'll just go turn past and see what happens. Why did you slow down so much? Oh. Well, there you go. You already got easy pass or toll pass or whatever the hell it is. And I've been through Kansas several times, but it has been a while. And I never actually took any of the toll roads because I'm cheap. We discovered Wichita and we're not even in it. Well, I think they did say that they were one of the changes they were doing in this update before the DLC dropped was they were changing how close you had to be in town to discover it. I think we'll swing through the oversized load thing. Paid our $7 toll. And I just now realized I still have my vegetation mod. So these are not in-game trees. Get off here.
Let me out! I'm stuck in your pocket.
Off here. Roll around this way. So yeah, these are modded trees. I didn't even think to turn that mod off before starting the game. However, the enhanced vegetation or clean vegetation mod is available on Steam, so you can absolutely hop on Steam and get it yourself. But since we're here, let's go ahead and get a picture. And that'll let me check my phone. Which apparently is just more emails. Because, you know, texting while driving, but, oh, no, that's not one of the new loads on that other truck. Okay, why are you still waiting for a Wi-Fi connection phone? I swear, everybody's all pushing for more technology. Newer technology just isn't getting any better. Let's see, we need to... Oops. Apparently we're getting a shot of the Group Bank Arena. Wichita does look nice. Let's see, we need over because we're not going to the Eisenhower National Airport. I guess we'll be polite, not run that guy over. I guess I should have put in the description that I was running mods. But it's a free mod and you can get it from Steam. So oh yes, I forgot. This is a thing that Oklahoma and Kansas does. Stoplights on the highway. Drive trucks in real life. I do drive a truck in real life. And it is quite enjoyable. 99% of the time. There's 1% of the time where it's not enjoyable. And that's usually the fault of everybody else on the road. So with the 1.49 update that dropped just before we got the Kansas DLC, it did mess up a fair number of mods. I think I had 2 or 3 truck mods I had to remove because they were no longer compatible with the game. The mirror FOV mod I had was no longer compatible with the game. And then of course the night sky I was using and the weather mod I was using are no longer necessary because SCS has given us better weather and night sky boxes. And the weather improvement kind of can't see much improvement on, but the night sky boxes so much better. It actually makes driving at night enjoyable in the game. The stars twinkle, the moon looks gorgeous. Definitely a huge improvement in the game. Now if they step up some of their other graphic settings a little bit, which I have heard that they are working on an entire new engine, I think. As the game did come out in 2016 initially and is running. I mean, they've up the requirements to run the game and have made a lot of improvements, but Better Trees mod, they could just easily give the mod author credit for it, just put it in the game and let it be spiffy. It does look like we are going to do a little night driving. We might do a little night driving to show you the new night sky. We got 65, not 30. Christ's sakes, people. We're merging. Hard thing for the AI to do, and it's a hard thing for people to do in real life. So that would explain why we had to come to a stop to merge. But I do have console commands enabled, so We might check out the night sky, and then we might advance time. So we're driving in the daylight.
Stop.
Yeah. So far, Kansas is looking pretty good. God rays coming through the trees. It's 55 here, but we're already doing 30. Welcome to Greensburg. The auto body shop's got some tractors at it. That actually seems pretty legitimate. You wait your goddamn turn there, asshole. Quaint little town. With a trooper hiding behind a bush. It's accurate. Miles to Kinsley. They got the rumble strips going up to the stop sign. That's kind of cool. Nice looking farmhouse. And if you were to actually ride with me in the real truck, yeah, you would hear commentary like that, because I talk to myself out loud driving the truck. I do say things like, oh, that's a nice house. Or, that's a cool car. I also ask a lot of questions while driving a truck. Most of them are different variations of, what the hell are you doing? Kind of zigzagging through a bunch of little towns. Cross traffic does not stop. Gotta remember all these little sleepy farm towns. A lot lower speed limits when you get more east to where I live. Of course, it's going to be slightly cloudy. Yeah, the twinkling stars. It's a little change, but man, it makes such a huge difference. Boy, it really is taking us the weirdest way possible. Of course, the moon's not out. Try to sneak in here and see what that camera shows us. Scare the guy taking a selfie. Entrance to Dodge City. But look at that moon. It actually looks like the moon. Now that's a good shot of the sky. Yeah, the twinkle effects, man. Little change, but big difference. Dodge City Theater. Prop duster. Most likely. Alright, so let's get these pallets delivered. Then we'll advance time. And maybe in Dodge City we can find us a tractor or something. Something to haul. There's some heavy pallets. I probably should have started in the third. $2.33. It's about 30 cents higher than it is here in Idaho right now. I wonder if the game actually does kind of do real prices. I don't know, because sometimes it seems cheap and then other times it seems high. That's a international dealer. We did pull him too, so we're not going to get credit for it. Speeding a little bit. Stop and take a photo since we're here. Let's make it daylight. There we go. A little overcast. Just for a little more stunning visual. So it'll be interesting to see how the light works with the road crossing. Usually it won't let you turn. And you shouldn't anyways, because the truck would be sticking out in the road. But the game's not programmed that way. It's a very slow train. And I could have turned over there. We'd have been sticking out in that oncoming lane, which is illegal. and really kind of rude. Okay, as slow as you were going, you could have left the arms up and let me have gone. That's all right. We're not in that big of a hurry. And I'm pretty sure we've been through Dodge City on a vacation when I was little, but that'd have been a very, very long time ago. A water slide or a roller coaster over there? That's kind of cool. Why don't you guys make it harder to get in here? Where do you want? Right up, nice and cozy to the sidewalk. And as I've mentioned many times, I know backing up third person is kind of cheating, but it's a game. So it's perfectly acceptable to do that. And I do it in real life enough that I don't feel the need I need to do it in the game. I have rechanged some key bindings, that's why mine says H to detach. Industrial pallets. Tulsa to Dodge City, 409 miles, took us 54 minutes. We used 54 gallons of fuel, and that puts us up to 139 World of Trucks contracts completed. Our proficiency bonus netted us another $3,450. Long distance award is at 243. And we made $9,153 on the strip. And since we're now in the main menu, we'll drop down here. This is the live events, of course. They do this every time they drop a map DLC. And it doesn't say you have to do World of Trucks to do it. But all the other ones, I think you did. So, yeah, with the World of Trucks connected profile, the community goal is to drive 125 million miles while delivering cargoes to or from any city in Kansas. When a player completes a delivery to or from 14 different Kansas cities, they will achieve their personal goal. All jobs for the event need to be at least 100 miles. That's pretty standard. So when the community hits its goal, we will receive an amber sunflower hanging ornament. Personal goal will give you, of course, a World of Trucks achievement and the sunflower sunset themed paint job. Oh, I was hoping for another cool little plushie. So I really don't do much with the paint. I kind of have my paint colors, and that's pretty much it. All right, what do we got for Dodge City? We got a tamping machine, pelleted animal food, potatoes. Potatoes come from Idaho. SCS. Packaged food. Come on, give me a tractor or something new. There we go. This is one of the new loads. Is a crawler tractor, Dodge City to Kansas City. That'll take us through a couple of new towns too. So let's go ahead and snag that. Except I forgot to advance time first. Oops. Oh well, that's all right. That is all right. But I believe the equipment DLC added 12 or 18 new loads to the game. And as someone who enjoys hauling equipment, my lights off, my wipers off, okay. Get turned around here. Of course, with that tag axle and the turning circle of the battleship. That's all right. They really do improve the game every time they update it. Sometimes it's little improvements, sometimes it's big improvements. I think the only thing I can really nitpick them on at this point in time, cool graffiti, is they model the loads on like the flatbeds and the lowboys and stuff really well, but they don't quite understand how to properly secure the equipment to the trailer. So a lot of the loads aren't strapped down properly. We better pull into that truck stop up here and get some fuel. Should use the other entrance, or they want you to loop around. But since we're driving through the night and we're at the truck stop, if you need a drink or something, better go get you something. $739 for 170 gallons of fuel. Looks like they got a nice mural on the warehouse over there. Now that's kind of one of those things, I don't know if that building's maybe in the right location 100%, but pretty good chance that that building exists in Dodge City with that mural. As SCS does seem to try to get those kind of details in the game. Which those are kind of the details that really bring the locations to life. It's not every city is going to have the same cookie cutter buildings. See, the nice thing about driving in town at night is the traffic's a lot less. This guy just does look so much better. Where? There's our trailer. If you're new to the channel, I do not have a full sim setup. I don't have a steering wheel and pedals. I'm playing on a Xbox controller. I drive truck in real life. I don't really feel the need to have. We can do a walk around here. Again, you kind of have to enable some dev controls. But we'll kind of do a pre-trip. Make sure our lights are working. Now this particular tractor, I don't know how much one of these would actually weigh, but it does seem like they have enough chains and straps on it. As the general rule of thumb for equipment is, if it's over 10,000 pounds, you have to have a chain and binder at each corner. So you have to have a minimum of 4 chains if it's over 10,000 pounds, period. And then you need 50% of the machine's weight in chain and chain binder. And since we're here, I gotta use my other controls for this. It's kind of weird how they also do it. The strap gets 100% load rating because it goes from one side of the trailer to the other. The chain binder here only gets 50% of its load rating because it does not go from one side to the other. I'm not sure why they do that, but that's the rule. So that one gets 50, and then these two on the back get 50. Looks like all our lights are working. Pen to kick the tires. The new load looks pretty good. Obviously, it's not a actual name brand equipment because they don't have the licensing for it. I'll come look at the front of the truck, make sure all the lights are working. Look at that, we did a walk around and didn't even get out of the truck. Okay. Turn the flashes off. And get rolling with this load. Of course, I suppose the reason I like hauling the flatbed stuff is because you actually can see the load. The stuff you haul in the... I always forget how you pronounce it. Tarped flatbeds, the Constegas? I know I'm butchering that all the hell. I should ask my buddy how he says it because he pulls one. But, the van and reefer trailers, of course, they're enclosed, so you can't see what you're hauling. And I've not actually... Well, that was kind of illegal. Probably shouldn't have changed lanes across the tracks like that. But I've pretty much only pulled flatbed trailers. I did some walking floors. But pretty much flatbed's all I've hauled. So that's kind of what I'm mostly familiar with. And if I were to change jobs, I'd go haul flatbed. Far enough back. All right. Stephanie just paid us $41,000. Nice. But the night sky, since they redid the night skybox, is a lot brighter. Which really makes driving at night so much better. Because unless you're way out in the boonies and it's completely cloudy, it's usually not as dark as people think it is. So having more nighttime illumination is nice. Really, in some places on a clear night, it can be really bright out. Especially out west in the wintertime. You get like a fresh layer of snow out in the middle of nowhere and the moon's out and all the stars are out. It'll be really bright. I know I've seen a lot of people claim or ask for more seasons in the game, like fall and winter and actual snow. But for the most part, that would only visually change the game. It wouldn't necessarily change what loads are hauling. I mean, you still move heavy equipment all year round. You still haul groceries year round. You still haul food and grain and fuel and pretty much all of that stuff stays consistent throughout the year. I mean, minus clothing and maybe pool stuff or snow machines, skis. You pretty much haul the same stuff all the time. The moon's just out of visual range. Why are you slowing down? You don't have to slow down. I swear, AI's dumb as people. Ooh, somebody got pulled over. Not sure where we're at. Main Street. That didn't help us. I think Main Street's probably one of the most popular street names everywhere, I'd imagine. Airport Road and Yoga Road. Also, doesn't tell me where we are. It'll probably still be dark when we get to Kansas City, but after we pick up another load there, it'll probably be daylight again. We'll pick us up something that maybe goes across the whole state. See if we can find something that maybe goes from Kansas City over to Colorado. Should have probably turned my high beams off. Come on, fire truck. Hurry up and get around. Junction 135. So we're not going to Wichita, so hop in behind the fire truck here. Cross 3 lanes of traffic to get over here. Apparently the fire truck remembered what The skinny pedal does. We haven't seen much of Kansas yet, especially since it's kind of dark. But every state they add just adds that much more to the game. And I believe the Kansas map was $11.99, and the equipment pack was $4.99. At least that's what I paid for it. Yeah. Driving at night, you kind of don't get to see much of the new stuff. So if I wasn't hauling the World of Contracts job, could advance time and make it daylight again. The World of Trucks contracts kind of have a lot shorter time they're available to haul. So sometimes sleeping or advancing time even a little bit will run the load out of hours and you'll end up being late. And unfortunately, the World of Trucks contracts are the ones you need to do to get the community goal and your personal goals, so you get the little accessories and paint jobs they offer. And I haven't seen this truck get an update for a little while, so the new paint job probably isn't available for this truck anyways. As this is the Max Superliner from Dailing Wu, and it is a pay mod. But it's a pay what you feel like mod, so you can pay $1 for it, pay $20 for it. Somewhere in between. And I haven't been on the forum in a little bit to see if he's even been active on the forum recently. So we got a Kenworth dealer over there. Okay, don't run into me, fire truck. Stupid ass roundabouts. I'm sure eventually people in the United States will figure out how to do a roundabout. But it's a struggle for a lot of people. And when you're trying to navigate one in a semi-truck with people who are not really used to roundabouts, it kind of makes for a frustrating endeavor. I have on several occasions in roundabouts just kind of bullied my way through them. Sometimes because the traffic doesn't know what to do, and sometimes it's because I'm way too big and long to be going through the roundabout in the first place, but that's the only way to get where I'm going. So I kind of just take up as much of it as I need. And I know that's not exactly the polite thing to do, but when you're hauling oversized, you can't always be super polite. You can be professional and still kind of make the decision for those people. I don't go out of my way to cut people off through roundabouts or anything like that, but if they hesitate, I'll roll out, take up both lanes and the curb in the center and the curb on the outside edge, because they put a roundabout in, and then in residential areas, and residential areas already aren't truck friendly. So I'm trying to deliver your roof to your house, and it's a big house. I kind of have to use most or all of the roundabouts sometimes. And the guys I really feel sorry for are moving van companies. Because, of course, those moving vans, they usually have belly boxes that are real low slung, so they can't hop those curbs over those roundabouts as easily as I can. Gotta worry about tearing your belly box up on decorative rocks in the roundabout, going in and out of the neighborhood. I suppose depending on how long of a tractor you got, there are probably some residential areas you can't even get the moving van into, so you gotta go rent another truck and shuffle stuff from truck to truck and then get it to the house, or from the house to the truck. Of course, if it was easy, everybody would do it, so there's also that. Okay, what kind of weird ass friggin'... Oh, it's a diverging diamond. Come on, upshift. This is another one of those weird engineering designs that kind of takes people by surprise if they're not familiar with them. Let's see here, do we got 2 left turn lanes? Yes, we do. Nice. I do like the sound of the rain. Must be a pretty big terminal. Have to have this kind of security yet. And a thing to check for radioactive material. Since we're already kind of in the middle lane, we'll just take the middle lane. I think how it's a security check, but there's nobody here. Where do you need it? Somewhere over there. It's the one. Oh, it's not the one right next to the yard dog. All these empty parking spots. Let me cram it in there between all that stuff. I mean, it is fairly accurate to real life, too. Since I primarily drive day cab, I actually prefer blindside. This is what's called blindside backing. Because, of course, with the sleeper cab, you can't, there's no back window to look out. In a day cab, you can look out the back window and actually see pretty well. And I think we're going to have to pulley up. Jake brakes off. Yeah, we're a little close on that side, but that's alright. That's alright. I'll have to hook a truck to that trailer to detach the neck and unload that tractor anyways. We went from Dodge City to Kansas City. 311 miles, took 32 minutes, burned 42 gallons of fuel. And I'm now up to 140 World of Trucks contracts completed. And we made a cool 26,013 bucks. Since we're here, let's see what they got for loads. Cotton harvester, crawler tractor, which is what we just hauled over to Alamosa. That's something. Oh, there we go. It's wheelbarrow to Topeka. It's not that far though. Let's see, we got propane. Take some propane up to Billings, Montana. That's not one of the new cargoes though. This Caro to Amarillo, Texas. We've already been that way. Discaros to Burlington. There we go. That's what we were kind of looking for. Something to take us a little more across the northern part of the state. Although if we go here, we'll go back here. Let's see what else we got. Northern. Refresh the whole area. That's frustrating. There's got to be more than one friggin' depot in Kansas City, I would think. Yeah. Well, what the hell, game? Why don't you give me the Johnson and Smith loads? What's up here? It's probably a truck dealer. Flavor Fair. Okay, interesting. Let's get this. There's actually a place in Missouri. Spoiler alert. There's power. Let's drive up there. See if we can't find a better load. Do a little exploring and maybe get us a little more daylight. That's weird that was only giving us loads from here. Yeah, we'll California stop that. They do the divergent diamond, diverging diamond. At least explore a little bit more Kansas City, at least. What time is it? What are you doing here, truck? You don't know. What are you doing? least now that we don't have a load, we can actually go up to 75. A lot of truck parking over there. And of course now it's 65. Naturally. Yeah, we should check out Kansas City a little more. I want to find us some better loads. Maybe the flavor fails like a chocolate factory. The junk food. Go get us 80,000 pounds of Twinkies. Which is actually something an instructor of mine used to say all the time when I was at tech school. And I have no idea where it came from. But he'd be ranting and raving about something, and like, so you can call it 80,000 pounds of goddamn Twinkies. We should definitely take a picture of whatever it wants us to take a picture of. Oops. Content. Photo mode. I have no idea what that is. Where it wants us to picture it. I thought it wanted just to picture it downtown. There we go. Had to be in the right spot. Had to be in the right spot. Love. We need over. Also probably should get in the lower gear. It's been a very long time since I've been through Kansas City. Like probably like 88 or 89. A long, long time ago. So I have no idea if this looks right or not. Because even when I go visit family in Missouri, I don't go through Kansas City. In fact, I don't even go on the toll roads in Kansas. Point there. Yeah, I'll worry about that one later. And the special transports don't count for World of Trucks contracts. I thought it said there was special transports from Kansas City, so maybe if we don't find anything neat here, maybe we'll see what the special transport is. could also fast travel over to Pueblo, Colorado, and get a wind turbine blade. Let's see here. Yeah, for Quine Power, I thought it was going to be something other than what it is. The spot didn't spawn. Let's see, what do you guys got for loads? A whole lot of nothing. Instead of burning fuel, what's in here? So job market. Use our truck. Click on Kansas City. I said I thought it said there was one from Kansas City. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, Wichita has one. I don't think I've done the helicopter yet. I thought there were two, it said. Aircraft wing. I definitely know I haven't hauled that. What about Dodge City? Dodge City has silos and a large tank. Yeah, I would have thought for sure there would have been more. So we got cable reel, articulated truck, food, concrete barriers, compactor, yard dogs and cars, a roller, cars, trucks, more cars, more trucks. It's really kind of aggravating that it's supposed to get more loads and there aren't any. Fine. Yeah, that'll work. That'll take us through some more towns. Since we've already kind of run a little bit of southern Kansas, we'll run a little northern Kansas now. Looks like the sun might have came out. The wind might have calmed down, so I think we'll get this one hauled and then I'll go do some snowplow filming. Because I am very excited that it's pretty much, it's done, but still needs a little tweaking, but the fact that it's in a drivable finished state is pretty big. Well, at least get to see some more Kansas City, too. That's why he was slowing down, because there's a red light right here. That's aggravating as hell. If you're gonna pull out in front of a truck, at least do the speed limit. Of course, why would it stay 4-lane or 2-lane all the way around? I have no idea which way we're going here. Graffiti on the bridge is a nice touch. Not going right. Just think pretty soon we will be able to go to St. Louis. We could say hi to Jeff Fabiano. You guys are killing me here, though. There's quite a bit of Kansas City. Of course, it's a really big city, so. Yeah, for the Sunshine State, we sure are getting a lot of rain. Drive for combined transport. Texas-sized adventure. Find it odd that Swift actually has ads in game, considering that I think even Europeans know how much fun of we make of Swift drivers here in the United States. Way out here. Oops. Don't know why I thought the hitch was on this side of the truck. Trailer. It'd kind of be neat if they did partner with some other equipment manufacturers. Although they might have only got Volvo because Volvo said they couldn't use anybody else. There's that possibility. Although Volvo doesn't make farm equipment, so I don't see why they couldn't have had maybe New Holland or Fendit. I've seen Fendit tractors here in the United States, so don't know if I'd buy it if it was John Deere, just considering how John Deere's kind of being dicks to all their owners and not letting them repair things at their own shop. I haven't really been following that too closely either. I've heard people were fighting with them about the right to repair, but I don't know if they actually ever took it to court or what the verdict is. Because service calls on equipment, they're not cheap. And I mean, you can't get a guy to come out to the field to look at the machine, and you have to transport it to the shop. That's a lot of cost. Unless you own your own truck and trailer that'll haul it. Which I don't think, I mean, farmers usually have a semi-truck, but they usually don't have a lowboy for hauling, them big old tractors. Is this the road we want? Or is it the next road we want? The next road. Oh well. Outlaw trucking. And you watch. Well, I know the Welkers don't have a lowboy, so they can't even transport their big bugs. Anytime they get a demo, it's hauled in. They have grain trailers, but they don't have a lowboy. So, yeah, you gotta have someone come out with a computer to hook it up to the tractor to tell you what's wrong with it. And there's no guarantee that the guy will have the part he needs to fix it when he comes out to see what's wrong with it in the first place. So the fact that they don't want the farmers to have their own laptop so they can scan the codes from the machine themselves, it's really kind of a, well, it's a dick move. And, well, farmers make money. They don't necessarily make a lot of money every year. And you have a bad year, and a couple $1,000 repairs. Let's see here. Yeah, we need that. Pass. As we discovered earlier in the stream, we have such a thing, so we can just roll through here. Oh yeah, I did take over the trucks contract, so we're limited to 65 again. Now at least we get to see more of the, well, we're on I-70, so we're kind of in the middle of the state. North to south middle, if you are not familiar with Kansas. Stay in your lane, dumbass. Just discovered Topeka. They got icons so you can pull in there and stop if you want to. Okay. So far, it doesn't seem like we've had any stutters, so that's cool. I think this stream's actually ran really smoothly for the most part. Usually there's a little hiccup every now and then, so that's a really good sign. That they're really improving the stability of the game. Yeah, we're running modded vegetation. We're in a modded created truck. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how smoothly it's running so far. Just pull up to 65. Of course, now that we're up to 65, we'll probably have to pull into the way station. Yep. Oh, we lucked out so many times, though. It was bound to happen. Boy, this is the tiny little shack out in the middle of nowhere. We're at 100,000, 100,000. Why was that a struggle? I don't know. We should have actually probably had our. Should have maybe had our lift axle down. Trailer's triples, so that'd have been 54 on the trailer, 34 on the drives, bring us up to 88,000. I don't know how heavy the rock truck was. I didn't pay attention. Enjoying Kansas so far, especially seeing as how smoothly it's ran this entire stream. Been rolling for an hour 48 minutes, and I'm pretty sure I have not seen the game stutter or hiccup at all. And I am certainly not running a badass PC, so I'd say it's mid-tier at best. So yeah, that's absolutely cool. More diverging diamonds. Yeah, I think this update definitely the smoothest update so far. And I'm not running a light mod order either. I'm currently playing the game with over 50 mods. And still smooth as butter. Looks like he was taking pictures of traffics. Didn't look like a motorcycle cop. No exit there, so it's not like you could jump on if someone was speeding anyways. Yeah, Kansas. I'm pretty impressed with the Kansas DLC. It's running smoother than either the Texas or the Oklahoma one. So that is cool. River. See, it looks like we got a Western Star dealer over there. We're in Salina. Yeah, usually I go 80 through Nebraska, and I forget what highway runs through Salina, north-south. But I take that down to 44, and then 44 over to Joplin, where I got family. And it's been a few years since I've done that. In fact, we haven't been down to Missouri since we moved to Idaho. So that's probably 10 years. Yeah, more than 10 years since I'd last been to Missouri. Yeah, the Kansas DLC has been so smooth today because we've pretty much been in Kansas the entire stream. And not a stutter or hiccup one. That's really cool, SCS. I'm loving it. That's like if they've finally optimized everything enough so that the game doesn't stutter anymore, huge win. Yeah, that really does mean the only thing I can kind of really nitpick them on is their load securement. Well, and there's some routing issues, mainly with the specialized transports. I think there's one that runs one of the housing units you can haul. You can actually take up north out of Boise, up Highway 55, and you can't be over 11 feet wide, I think. Yeah, you might be able to be up to 12 feet wide, but if you're over 10 feet wide, you have to have a front and rear pilot car through from Horseshoe Bend up north, just because the road's so narrow. Yeah, it has a length limit and a width restriction up that highway. Which again, some of that stuff's kind of hard to capture in the game just because of the way the map's compressed. So every in-game mile is roughly 20 real-world miles. I mean, if the game was actually 1-to-1, it'd take you 8 hours of driving to get from where I live to where I used to live in Laramie, Wyoming. And that's not in a truck. That's in a pickup truck that can run 80 mile an hour when the speed limit's 80. Got moto truck cross track over there. That's cool. Bird plane. Maybe I'm just hearing us running over the rumble strip. Got another photo opportunity coming up here on Hayes. Must be that dope. Photo op. Oh, that's the. I did not know that was the Natural History Museum. Might as well get the whole truck and trailer in the shot. Sternberg Museum of Natural History. Cool. Now you know that's in Hays, Kansas. Good on fuel still, so we don't need to swing in and get any people. Well, it is almost lunchtime in game, so maybe we should have stopped for some lunch. Oh, there's a plane. I knew I heard a plane. Yeah, the added ambient sounds, the new night sky box. Really, really nice improvements. However, with all the DLCs the game now has, if you're on the fence about getting the game, I would suggest waiting until there's a sale on Steam, or if there's like some bundles, that'll kind of make getting the game a little more cost effective. Because the base game is California. All the other states are DLCs. Plus you have the special transport DLCs, some equipment DLCs, paint jobs. So I would kind of recommend waiting for a sale. Otherwise the game could get pretty expensive. I think I didn't even buy all of it when it came out, or when I started getting it. I think I got California, the Pacific Northwest, which was Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Nevada. And then there was a Southwest one, which was New Mexico and Arizona. I forget how I purchased it, but I didn't purchase all the DLCs at once. And then Texas, Oklahoma, and now Kansas come out far enough apart that I've had the game long enough that I had to buy each one of those separately. Stella has leveled up. Good job, Stella. Yeah, the game really is running really smooth this time. There was a modded load that just went by. Those clouds look stunning. I mean, I'm really, really blown away with this DLC. I think 1.49 they really stepped their game up on the game. Yeah, this is just so cool. Game just runs so smooth now. There's somebody riding a horse. The skyboxes look better. Weather looks a little better. Now the vegetation I am running a mod on, so this isn't in-game vegetation you're seeing. Oakley and Sharon Springs. There's a Blue Beacon truck wash over there. I guess I should stay in my lane. Too busy rubber ducking, man. There's a lot to see. Yeah, it's so smooth this time. I'm impressed. And the game really is enjoyable to play, even if it does stutter and hiccup a little bit. I mean, it's not hard. There's plenty of free mods on Steam to get you more customized parts for trucks, to, change the scenery up a bit, to increase the map length. Well, I don't know if the map mods are on Steam. But just it's a nice, relaxing game. You just you can buy the truck you want, make it look the way you want, and pretty much just cruise all over the United parts of the United States that the game has in the world. I mean, with the Kansas added, there's a lot of miles of interstate road to travel in this game now. Colby. Just gonna kind of creep out here a little bit more. Nice looking truck stop. It's a different I think those harvesters were added this update. That there's a harvester that's new load. I actually want it inside. I suppose the question is going to be, do we get to pull through, or are we going to have to back in? We're going to have to back in. They got the garage door closed. Although, this one's a lot easier than most of them. Most of them, there's a fence right here. Apparently the windshield wipers turn themselves on, but they do not turn themselves off. But since we got acres of room, we're going to use all of it. Got that a little wrong. Alright, we'll unhook. Synchronize them. Huh, that's the first little glitch we've had. It's this little weird box. Volvo rock truck from Kansas City to Colby. We went 406 miles. Took us 35 minutes. Burned 54 gallons of fuel. Made $25,278. And that is going to do it for this stream. Looks like the sun's come out. And, well, not fully out, but it looks like it's probably quit snowing. And the wind looks like it's calmed down a little bit. So I'm going to throw a battery in the snowplow and go plow some snow. I thank everybody for watching. and I hope you enjoyed the stream. And again, if you've been on the fence, I think version 1.49 definitely improved the game quite a bit, as we streamed pretty much 2 hours and didn't have any stutters or hiccups in the game. So that's a first. I have not streamed at all previous to this where the game didn't have an issue. Like I said, we got this little weird box here. But yeah. Hope the rest of your Friday goes good. And if you haven't already, subscribe so you can see some more ATS videos and definitely more radio controlled snowplow stuff. I got some other projects in the works as well. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I'm going to get out of here and go play in the snow with an RC truck, and we'll catch you in the next one.